The sound of her laughter was the first crack in the glass. I was standing in the hallway, keys still in my hand, my shoes wet from the sudden summer rain. The house smelled faintly of rosemary and garlic, our favorite pasta night. For a second, I felt that ordinary comfort of home, until I heard her. It wasn't just laughter, it was different. Lower, playful, almost intimate. And it wasn't meant for me. My wife, Anna, was on the phone in the kitchen, her back to me. She didn't hear me come in. Her shoulders shook as she leaned against the counter, biting her lip, trying to stifle a giggle. Then she said the words that would split me in two. "Stop it. If he ever found out, we'd both be screwed." Froze. My breath caught in my throat. The world seemed to tilt. She kept talking, her voice dropping, softer, warmer. "Last night was amazing. I can still feel you. God, you're making me blush." I didn't need to hear another word. The knife had already found its mark. I didn't storm in. I didn't throw the keys down or demand an explanation. Instead, I walked quietly back out into the rain, letting the door shut softly behind me. Maybe it was cowardice, maybe shock, or maybe it was because something deep inside me knew. Once I opened that door, the man I had been, her husband, her safe place, her partner, would be gone forever. I drove. No destination, no plan. Just the hum of tires on wet asphalt and the storm outside blending with the storm inside me. Hours later, I found myself in a cheap motel on the edge of town. I didn't call her. I didn't text. I didn't even pack clothes. I just lay on that stiff bed, staring at the cracked ceiling, wondering how long she'd been living this double life while I was busy believing in us. Anna searched for me, of course. I know because the messages piled up. Voicemails, texts, even emails. The first few were frantic. "Where are you? Did something happen? Please call me, you're scaring me." Then they turned confused. "Why are you doing this? If you're mad, can't we just talk?" Then defensive. "Don't make assumptions, you don't understand." And finally, after weeks, "I miss you. Please, I'll do anything. Just come home." But I wasn't her home anymore. And she wasn't mine. In those first months away, I lived like a ghost. I rented a small apartment 2 towns over, took odd jobs, kept my head down. I didn't want friends. Didn't want explanations. I just wanted distance. Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw a stranger. I used to be the man who brought her flowers on Fridays, who fixed the squeaky cabinet at midnight, who sat through her favorite shows even when I was dead tired. Now, I was hollow. I replayed that night 1,000 times. The laughter. The warmth in her voice. The way she never reserved that tone for me anymore. And it wasn't just the betrayal. It was the way she'd forced me to question everything. Was every smile fake? Every kiss a performance? Every, "I love you," just a placeholder for the man she really wanted? It was 4 months later when she found me. I was walking out of the grocery store, a bag of instant noodles in one hand, when I heard my name. "Daniel." Froze. That voice. I'd once known it better than my own heartbeat. She stood there, hair messy from the wind, eyes red-rimmed, thinner than I remembered. She looked wrecked. "Daniel, please." Her voice cracked. "Don't walk away." But I did. She caught up, grabbing my arm, her hand trembling. "You disappeared. Do you have any idea what that's done to me? I've been searching everywhere, calling hospitals, checking shelters. I thought you were dead." Her words hit me, but not the way she wanted. Dead. Maybe. At least the man she knew was. We ended up in the cafe across the street, sitting across from each other like strangers negotiating a truce. She reached across the table. "Talk to me. Please." I pulled my hand back. "Talk. That's rich. You had no trouble talking to him." Her face paled. For the first time, I saw guilt flicker behind her eyes. "Daniel, it wasn't what you think." "Don't," I snapped. "I heard you. I know what I heard." Tears welled in her eyes. "It was a mistake. Stupid, selfish mistake. I was lonely, and you were working so much and..." Cut her off. "Don't you dare blame me. Don't you dare twist this into my fault. Her shoulders shook as she sobbed into her hands. The sound gutted me because once upon a time, I would have done anything to stop her tears. Now I just sat there numb. You vanished, she whispered. You didn't even give me a chance to explain. Explain what? I leaned in, my voice low, cold. That I wasn't enough. That you wanted excitement. That my love was convenient until something shinier came along. She had no answer. In the weeks after that meeting, she kept trying. Letters slipped under my door. Apologies. Promises. Even therapy brochures. She said she was willing to fight for us, to change, to rebuild. But here's the truth. I couldn't go back. Not because I didn't love her, I did. God help me, I still did. But because the man who had loved her without question, who had trusted her blindly, he was gone. And no matter how much she searched, how much she begged, she'd never find him again. One evening, she showed up at my apartment. I can't keep doing this, she said, her voice hoarse. I can't live without you. I let her in. She walked through the tiny space, taking it in. The bare walls, the half-packed boxes, the emptiness. This isn't you, she whispered. You were full of life, of dreams. You used to laugh with me, hold me. Where did that man go? I finally met her eyes. He died the night you chose someone else. She broke then, sobbing so violently I thought she'd collapse. She clung to me, begging, pleading, promising she'd do anything. And for a moment, just a moment, I almost gave in. The familiarity of her arms, the smell of her hair, the echo of all we'd been. It was a powerful pull. But then I remembered that laugh. That warmth meant for another man. And I let her go. I didn't slam the door on her. I didn't scream or curse. I simply said, Anna, I hope you heal. But you'll have to do it without me. Her eyes widened, as if she hadn't believed until that moment that I was truly leaving. Daniel, please. I shook my head. No, it can't be who I was. And I can't pretend I don't know what I know. I wish I could. But I can't. She sank to her knees, crying my name as I turned away. That sound will haunt me for the rest of my life. People ask if I regret it. If I ever think about going back. The truth. Yes, I think about her every day. But not the way I used to. I think about how easy it is to lose everything when trust is broken. How fragile love really is. And sometimes late at night, I wonder if she still searches for the man I used to be. But she'll never find him. Because betrayal doesn't just break a heart. It buries the person who once lived in it. And what rises from the ashes is someone colder, wiser, and unrecognizable.